Bleacher Report dropped their top 10 young cores in the NBA. We're going to pull that up.
Kind of anxious to see their list because with the new rookies, it's going to change a little bit here.
My fault, not Bleacher Report. This is Sports Blog Nation, I believe, what SB stands for. I could be wrong. But, so we got number 1, OKC, 2, Spurs. Wow. 3, Grizzlies. 4, Rockets. 5, the Magic. 6, Pistons. 7, Timberwolves. 8, Pelicans. 9, Pacers. And to round out the top 10, like I previously said, the Charlotte Hornets. We're going to start with Michael. What's your reaction when you see this top 10?
Well, I mean, I didn't mean to react because this is my first time seeing it, but they've got the Spurs way too high on this, in my opinion. When I seen that this was going to be a topic, I was like, maybe we give our top 10. I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to go with. I know we talked about Pistons last year, all season, of how well their future looks like, but I think I have to go with SGA the way he's played, of course, with Chet coming out and how he's had the summer league games. I'm going with Oklahoma. Totally agree with number 1 on this. Memphis, I don't have them at 3 just because Giles not even going to be there for 20 games. So I understand that he's on the team, but it's also saying the young core. So I don't have.
It's just overall though, not just this season, but just like overall.
Okay, so it's not talking about
go ahead.
Personally, the way I would be doing this, I would have Thunder, I would have Pistons next, and then I'd have Magic as far as moving in, and then, of course, the Rockets as far as young building franchises coming on here. I don't know why the Pelicans are on this list. I don't feel like they're young.
What do you mean? Zion's not even 25 yet.
They're still
wow,
young.
Is he still that young?
Yeah,
wow.
I think just turned 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still young.
Okay, bro. They're still young. I just feel like they've been in the league forever, I guess. But, okay, Pelicans definitely deserve on that. I feel like they should be 30s. But, other than that,
God.
Sorry. So I feel like the Spurs should be around maybe 5 or 6, maybe farther back. But other than that, I'm good with the rest of it then since Pelicans are young.
I mean, if we're going based off of like right now, I would say Memphis should be number 1. I mean, they got playoff experience and everything. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, if we're going based off of like right now, or if we're going based off of like the near future. But looking at the overall of this list, I do agree. San Antonio's definitely way too high. And I mean, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way because obviously they just got Victor Wembanyama, but I don't think the ceiling of the young guys like a Devin Vassell or Jeremy Sohan, the rest of these guys. Those are talented guys, but I don't really look at them in like the same category as like Orlando with Paolo, with other guys. I can't even think of the names right now. But with those guys, Franz Wagner as well. Detroit with Cade, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and these guys. Even Charlotte. I know that Charlotte kind of gets a bad rap, but I mean, to me, I still think LaMelo is a superstar in the making. They just got Brandon Miller. I know that Brandon Miller had his struggles throughout the summer league, but I'm still kind of optimistic on how his career could turn out. I'm hoping that they re-sign PJ Washington because I think that he's a really important asset to that team. And then obviously, I know there's a lot of controversy around this guy based off of what happened a year ago, but they are getting Miles Bridges back, I do believe. So, I like their young core as well. Indiana, honestly, I think Indiana's right where they need to be. Obviously they got Tyrese Halliburton, that's a special type of guy, and then other guys as well. But overall, I'm not really too mad at this list. I mean, Houston as well. With Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr. had a really great rookie campaign. Sengun, in my opinion, he's going to be, in my opinion, I think he could emerge as one of the best bigs in the league. That's just my opinion. And then other guys, I don't know why I can't think of these guys right now. It's crazy, but overall, I'm not really too mad at this list. I'll probably shuffle it a little bit. I'll probably have Memphis at the top of the list just because of what they've been able to bring to us right now. I know that they're missing Ja right now, but we talk about him, Jaren Jackson Jr., we talk about Desmond Bane and these guys, what they've been able to produce in the regular season and the playoffs. I just think that they could be high right now, but OKC being at the top of the list, I love what they have right now. I've been on record saying that they're going to make the playoffs this upcoming season. They just re-signed their head coach, so overall, I mean, like this is a solid top 10 list, man. I'm really happy about it.
It's solid. I think the Spurs are too high, in my opinion. I'm definitely bullish on the Pacers, man. I think they're going to be really good. I really do. I think they're going to be really good. Halliburton, Mathurin, Nembhard. They got some Miles Turner. They got some. They brought in Obi Toppin. He's 25. He's an older, younger player. However you want to phrase that. He's still, but it's his third year in the league. I think he's gonna emerge now. Being in that role. Pistons, man, is they could for the next couple of years they could be really good. They could be really good, man. Like I said, Cade, Ivy, Duran, Asor, and then you got Wiseman off the bench. Let's say a Stewart off the bench. Bogdanovich is kind of the veteran in that core, and I think he's perfect. He's a perfect fit for that team. He could play defense, space the floor, and do a little bit of everything. He create his own shot. I think he's a perfect fit. I'm kind of glad they didn't get rid of him. There's always talks about trading him for the last couple of years, but I think now with that core that they have, keeping him there, I think that he's going to help the team a lot. Marvin Bagley III as well on that Pistons team. I think the Pistons are a little too low for me. Rockets.
I agree.
Yeah. Timberwolves is, you look at Timberwolves, you're like, Gobert, what are you talking about? Gobert is 30 or something. But Ant-Man, Nas Reed, McDaniels, they got some other players there. I don't know. I don't know if I'd really put them in that young core spot. Pelicans for sure. Alvarado, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Zion. It's going to definitely be the focal point of that team going forward. These are the right teams, but I would definitely have the order just a little bit different, man.
I'm trying to think what team got left out on here, or what teams. Utah.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely say Utah. You could say Sacramento as well.
Mm-hmm. What about Cleveland?
Cleveland too. Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. Yeah, but that's really it, though.
That's true. That's Mitchell, really but I don't know how old Mitchell is.
Mitchell's about like 6-7 years in.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wouldn't count him there as being the young core.
Okay. But I do think Utah.
What's the other team you said? Yeah, Utah. They have
maybe Toronto with Scotty Barnes and those guys.
I think Utah over Toronto.
Who's the other guys?
Yes.
Not sure. I can't even think of any names.
Saying, right?
They still got Pascal. I don't know if they're still trying to trade Pascal or not.
Pascal's like 30, 29. So nah.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying, as far as the team possibly going to rebuild.
Team. Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do, honestly. Oh, and that's also what I meant to. Another topic we just reminded me. It's for us to react to. But yeah, this is a solid list though. It's a solid, man. It's a solid. Spurs. That's just because of Wembanyama, bro. Because no one was saying anything about the Spurs young core last year.
Yeah.
No one was saying, all they needed was Wembanyama. And
I can't even remember who they drafted last year.
Shohan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
okay.
And that's kind of, and he's a good player, but he's not. He's like that, he's a Swiss Army knife type guy. He's not really a scorer, elite scorer. He kind of just does everything. They need.
And of course, they got Johnson, but I mean, he's good.
Keldon, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
forgot about Keldon Johnson, yeah.
Forgot about Keldon Johnson, yeah. So, if that could be, listen, if he continues to grow and improve, Johnson and Wembanyama, could be something, man.